Good afternoon. Well, who has a question? In the green sweater?
Hello, Raj.
Good afternoon.
I listened to the tapes of previous gatherings quite a bit, and they're mostly very helpful in reminding me where I want to be and what I want to see in the people around me. However, I'm having some difficulty in staying with that in the face of some of these people who are really insistent and in your face about their negativity, their anger, their "oh, woe is me." I have a couple people in my life like this. One is my brother, who I don't see very often, so it's not a large problem. But I have a woman that I see 3 times a week for a few hours, who is quote unquote mentally ill, and I know that it's not
like you, but more severely.
Oh, yes. Yes. I do understand that it's not up to me to heal her, to make her life better for her. And I also think I know that she's doing the best that she knows how. But it just gets so incessant, my life is terrible, nobody likes me, what am I going to do? And then, of course, my impatience flares, and that doesn't feel any good. I don't want to be doing that. So can you talk a little bit about how to be with somebody like that, and even the appropriateness of loving and caring about somebody like that from a distance, rather than being there to feel like I'm being hit over the head with her club of confusion, as it were? Thank you.
I agree that some people make it very difficult for you to look into their eyes and remember God. I'm going to encourage you to shift a little bit to your left. If you could just move. That's okay. That's fine. Thank you. I'm going to encourage you to shift your attention from her to you. She may be making it difficult for you to look in her eyes and remember God. But if you will remember that your function is to do just that, no matter how she's behaving, and that doing it will be your salvation, whether it's hers or not, you will be able to find the energy and the impulse to hang in there with her. It's not about her and putting up with her. It's about you learning how to stay on the beam no matter what is going on. Well, she's not worth the effort. But are you worth the effort? is you're learning that there truly is no legitimate distraction from your attentiveness to remembering God in your face. You are worth it. And where you might not do it for her, you will do it for yourself. And if you do it for yourself, you will have done it for her. You've got to have a reason for doing it. One could say, well, that isn't very loving. That sounds very selfish. I'm doing it for me. Well, let's put it this way. You're doing it for you, for her. Do you enjoy being miserable? No. Would you like to discover that you don't have to feel miserable when you're with her and when she's complaining? Would you like to discover that there are some places in your world that you don't have to avoid? The key is, don't allow yourself to be drawn into a contest with her. A contest called Top This. My life is rotten. Oh, well, my life's really pretty good at the moment. You have no idea how rotten my life is. No one loves me. Well, I love you. Don't I come and see you often? Yeah, but that doesn't count. So and so and so and so. And money, and my money situation. Oh, my money. And the ball is in your court to top that. At the bottom line, what she's complaining about is not any of the things, any of the people, the money, any of the things. It is that she doesn't feel loved and safe. And she isn't going to feel loved and safe until she is willing to let love in. But if you will remember to stay on the beam, you will be being the presence of love. And you won't do anything that will reinforce her conviction that she's unloved. And at this point, that's the only thing you can do, is not reinforce her conviction, even though you can't force her to become unconvicted by her determined belief. You've got to remember that you're worth it and she's worth it. But it's so difficult. If it's on your plate, you're ready to deal with it. You're ready to become free of feeling that the situation is difficult for you. You don't wear much makeup, but what little you wear, when you put it on in the morning, everyone else is blessed by it, whether you think about it again or not. And the attitude you bring with you into a relationship blesses everyone throughout your day as you meet one and another individual. You say, this morning I don't feel like putting on any makeup. It's too difficult. It's not worth it. The world's not worth it. I can get along without it. Well, it's not really that difficult. And once you've done it, it's done for everybody. It's not really difficult to be with someone who's unpleasant and not be upset. It really isn't difficult. It's just that you have this little self-righteous devil sitting on your shoulder, and it says, you don't deserve this. You don't have to take that. And of course, the attention is on her, the difficult woman. On your other shoulder from your other shoulder come the divine words, this isn't bothersome at all. There's nothing for you to do except just be. There's nothing for you to do except to recognize she's in a shitty frame of mind, poor dear. I wish she wasn't, and I know she doesn't have to be. Nevertheless, she deserves my company, she deserves my help, and I'm going to give my company, and I'm going to give my help. You see? It's rather like having a snake. If you have a friend who has a snake, being with your friend and her snake might be difficult. But for somebody else who loves snakes, it's not difficult at all. You see? I'm trying to convey to you that what this little voice says here, the voice of self-righteous indignation, what it says is telling you a lie. I don't have to take this. Well, nothing's really being dished out to you that requires a reaction. There's an unhappy lady who needs company and help. A miserable old lady who needs company and help. A lady who doesn't have to be miserable. Someone for you to have compassion on. Whether you like or dislike snakes is a choice, and it's just as easy to be free of the fear of snakes as it is to choose to be afraid of them. And I'm trying to point this out so that you can see that the flip-flop from being distressed to not being distressed is not hard. And if you will bring the attention back to yourself and your task of being willing to look into the mad lady's eyes and remember God, if you'll remember that's your task and that's your salvation, then you'll say, okay to this opportunity. Even though this little voice here says, you deserve better opportunities. This is an awful opportunity. Get out of here and go find a pleasant opportunity. Okay?
Thank you.
Everybody has to stop finding justifications for not hanging in there with a brother or a sister. So persist. Now I know someone is going to say, and it actually was part of your question, but what do you do when that person is abusing you, actually abusing you? Well, when that person is actually abusing you, you say stop. You know the old saying, sticks and stones can break my bones, but words can never hurt me. Well, kids have got it. And you grow up and you then say, sticks and stones can break my bones, and by damn it, words can hurt me too. And you lost it. If something's being done that can break your bones, say stop and leave. But words, I'm not going to say grow up, I'm going to say grow young. And remember that words can't hurt you. And be the love. The more people you leave on the outside as people you can't love, the more people are going to feel left out, and then they will begin to band together and form a new militia group to change the system. Because the system of exclusion is shitty. Same with kids in school. If they're left out because they seem to be slower than another child or this statistical group, they begin to feel left out. Come on, people. Start being inclusive. Your brother's worth it. But more than that, your decision to stay on the beam and be willing to see in your brother's eyes the face of God is your salvation. It's the way you wake up. The way you went to sleep was, there was a single mad idea that says, you look like Groucho Marx. Not you. And you know what? I'm going to have fun thinking of you as Groucho Marx. I'm going to have fun thinking of you as what my imagination wants to see rather than what God is being there. And you separated yourself out, and you separated that one out from the conscious experience and fulfillment of reality. What's happening here is that there is an increasing demand for more brotherly love. For more genuine caring. I want all of you to think about this. I want you to think about or contemplate how seldom you even look into another person's eyes for more than a fraction of a second, much less look in them long enough to be able to remember God. It's the way you maintain privacy. One of the things that Paul notices when I'm talking is that I look for long periods of time right into your eyes. And he's aware, although he's improving on this, one of the things he was aware of was how much he never did look in people's eyes for any length of time. So just even looking in someone's eyes for 10 seconds, whether you're trying to remember God or not, will be a very powerful way in connecting more with each other. And to that degree, the ones with whom you're connecting will feel more included, more involved. It feels good to be acknowledged by having someone look at you. Not your boobs, not your toes, not your fingernails, but in your eyes. I'm glad you asked the question. Thank you.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Hands. The gentleman. Yes. You. Yes.
Thank you, Raj. It's a pleasure to be with you again. I have been having an ongoing conversation with my guide, and I've usually have come to you for a kind of a cover your ass kind of question. But I'm in a...
What covers your ass is you putting your ass on the line.
It's sitting there right now. But I have been asked to, by my guide, that there is some writing that needs to be done through me. Now, I have been resisting this for a number of years, and I asked you one time about it, and what your comment was, listen a little deeper. Well, I have been listening, and it still is becoming more and more difficult to believe that this is still not my active imagination. So the question being is the writing I'm asked to do viable, or is it just something I'm making up?
If you had been making it up, the impulse to do it would have left a long time ago. Now, your motto needs to be just do it. To hell with whether you're resistant, to hell with how you feel about it. Risk the chance and just sit down and begin. That's what putting your ass on the line means. It's risking the chance that it's not you. It's risking the chance that there is a God. You can be stubborn as long as you want, but you're missing out on some meaningful, enjoyable hours of communion and expression. Go ahead.
Is it my guide?
It's not you.
That's what I wanted to hear. Thank you.
And the only one who can speak to you is one who is awake. That's the end of the answer.
I certainly do thank you.
You are welcome. Hands. In the blue skirt here. Yes. Yes.
Two and a half years ago, I talked to you, Raj, about
Okay.
I talked to you about my husband who has had a stroke and his non-appreciation of being with me, not showing any gratitude. And after listening to your tapes, I'm not sure I'm even really clear on what you said. But what I feel at this point is I've come to the place where it isn't the highest thought for either one of us to be living together anymore. And I've asked to have him placed in a home. And I would like to ask you what your take is on that.
It's right on the beam. It is exactly the step that needs to be taken. It identifies fulfillment for you, and it identifies fulfillment for him.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
What is it? What are you talking about?
Would you repeat what your question? Just a moment. I'll give you some time to be still. Just a moment. I want to say something further to you. It doesn't matter what other people's opinions are if they differ with the decision you have come to from a very deep, attentive place, which is where you've come to the decision from.
My husband had a stroke 3.5 years ago,
Can you hear her all right?
and he's able to talk and walk. He's unable at this time to be in gratitude of any kind, although I know that it's there. He never says thank you or please. Not even the basics of any gratitude is there. And that's basically the bottom line for me.
What is it you're going to do?
Would you explain to him what steps you've decided to take? He missed that.
I've asked to have him put in a home.
I hope that never happens
Pardon?
to me. I hope that never happens to me.
The statement was made, I hope that never happens to me. That is not going to happen to you. And if your wife asked me the same question that she asked, I would not tell her the same answer. This is specifically appropriate for her and her husband.
I'm sorry. I really am. Love is very important. And I wish he was telling you about it. I'm sorry that it's so.
I understand. Did you have anything further?
That's it. Thank you.
Okay.